Look at me. Look at me. Your police force is run by criminals. Not allegedly, not suspiciously. It's literally run by criminals. And I'm about to prove to you with evidence so overwhelming that you will never trust a police officer in South Africa again. It all started with Witness F, a cop whose actual job is fighting organized crime. Witness F just testified at the Madlanga Commission, and he said he was a bagman, a cash collector, a runner for criminals disguised as police commissioners. And before you click off this video thinking, oh, that's just great, Summer, another corruption story, this one is different. Why is it different? Because this cop didn't just take bribes. He also arrested people for politicians. He facilitated arms deals with the deputy president's nephew. He collected bags of cash from the same crime boss linked to a whistleblower's assassination. And he's tried very desperately to stop this testimony, and he failed at every turn because he knows what I'm about to tell you ends any remaining illusion that South Africa has functioning law enforcement. If you support my work, then buy me a coffee. The link's in the below. Hit the like and subscribe button, share this video, because this testimony is honestly so explosive. They're probably already planning how to make this video disappear on YouTube for good. So your engagement keeps the story alive. Now, sit down and let me explain just how upside down South Africa's police service has become. All right, you ready to be mind blown? Of course, you've been mind blown this entire year. I mean, there's murders everywhere in South Africa, but you got to listen to this one. So February 3rd, 2026, Witness F, whose real name is Sergeant Faninkosi, I know it's a familiar name, was called to testify. His lawyer said, postpone it, we're not ready. That was red flag number one, red flag. And then they rescheduled. Then you want to guess what happened? Another postponement request, self-incrimination concerns. That was red flag number two. And then this genius filed an urgent High Court application to block his own testimony entirely. Why? Oh, because President Ramaphosa already named him as someone needing investigation based on the commission's interim report. Now, think about that level of stupidity. You're a witness at a commission investigating police corruption. The president has already seen enough evidence to say that you need to be investigated and you need investigating. And your brilliant legal strategy is to file a court application confirming that you indeed do have something to hide. That is far from defense. That is a confession with extra steps. Justice Madlanga shut it down. Justice Madlanga ordered him to testify. And then, and this is beautiful, he ordered Witness F to remain at the remote location until the commission excuses him, which is a translation for, sir, thanks, nice try, you're not leaving, you're not getting sick, you're not remembering urgent appointments, you're not having a doctor's appointment, you're gonna stay there until we have extracted every drop of truth. And what came out was absolutely nuclear. It all started when a random blogger online went to prison and the actual crime boss walked free. Let me explain to you just how upside down the system is. I need to introduce you to Musa Kaula. He is an entertainment blogger who allegedly insulted ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula online. So you want to know what happened? Deputy Police Minister Castle Matlala interfered in that case. And then the Deputy National Police Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya instructed Witness F to arrest Musa Kaula with urgency. Urgency. Arrest this entertainment dude for urgency, for what he said, for words, for cybercrime that normally takes months to process if they processed it at all. Musa Kaula has been in prison for over a year now. He has been denied bail multiple times. He was even called a flight risk. He is sitting in Sun City prison while the murderers, the actual killers, are getting bail. His crime was words that upset a politician. Meanwhile, Vusimuzi Matlala, an actual organized crime boss who was linked to a whistleblower's assassination, allegedly bribed police ministers with 500,000 rand in Woolworths bags and was free for years before finally getting arrested. that sink in. If you insult a politician in South Africa, you are urgently arrested. Running a criminal empire, take your time, take your time. We'll get to you eventually. You keep doing what you do now. That's not justice. It's called a tyranny with a badge. These are not cops. These are tyrants. These are cops who worked for the criminals. But here's where it gets even more insane than what I just told you. You see, Witness F testified, and I need you to really absorb this. Witness F testified that he acted as a runner for suspended Deputy Police Minister Shadrack Sibiya. Now, what on earth is a runner? A runner is someone who collects cash from criminals for their boss in the underground world. The WhatsApp messages, which Witness F desperately tried to block and delete, show him collecting large sums from Matlala for Shadrack Sibiya. Listen to that again. A Gauteng organized crime officer whose job is to investigate organized crime was working for the organized crime boss, collecting his payments, delivering his bribes. The hunter was the prey. The investigator was the criminal. The cop was the bagman. How upside down is your system when the people investigating crime are the criminals? How messed up must society be for the people who claim to protect you all to be the actual perpetrators? But wait, it gets worse. WhatsApp evidence goes further to show that Witness F was discussing firearms with a contact saved as Comrade D.D. Mabuza, Deputy President. That's Siphiwe Mabuza, the nephew of the Deputy President, David Mabuza, an SAPS officer facilitating illegal arms deals with the Deputy President's nephew, the late Deputy President's nephew. Not allegedly, not suspected, WhatsApp screenshots, actual digital evidence, timestamps, messages. Now, how does that happen? How does a serving police officer casually discuss illegal weapons deals with the Deputy President's family and think, yeah, this is normal? Because it is normal. In South Africa, it is normal. South Africa is where the police are the criminals and the criminals are the police who have police working for them. And then Matlala, organized crime boss, linked to an assassination, currently in a supermax prison, paid 20,000 rands for a police motorcycle escort and more to his wedding. He got blue lights, he got VIP treatment, he got official South African Police Service resources for a criminal's wedding. He also gifted impalas to Deputy Commissioner Sibiya. You know those animals with the horns? Yeah, he gifted those to Shadrack Sibiya. A crime boss gave the cop investigating crime bosses that. Why? Because Sibiya was protecting him. Because Witness F was collecting cash for Sibiya from Matlala. Because the entire relationship was transactional. You pay, you get protection. Your investigations disappear. You get police escorts to your wedding. That is South Africa, where criminals get better police service than victims. And then there was this guy who got sick when the truth started getting too heavy. Because in February 4th, the middle of testimony, Witness F, the person we've been talking about, suddenly claims he's unwell and he needs a doctor. This is the man who fought desperately to avoid testifying at first, like I told you in the beginning of the video, filed applications to block evidence, and then was named by the president himself for investigation. He just admitted to being a criminal bagman, and then all of a sudden he gets sick mid-testimony. That's not illness if you ask me. That is reality hitting him in the face like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. Because the moment you realize the WhatsApp screenshots are undeniable, you are cooked. Madlanga didn't buy it at all. They resumed around February 6th. You can't just get to walk away when you're exposed, and that's what Justice Madlanga acknowledged. Here, when you protect criminals, you have to silence the critics, because here's the system that Witness F's testimony exposes. If you are a crime boss, you must pay the senior cops through the middlemen, and all of a sudden the investigations against you will vanish, you'll get VIP escorts, and you'll walk free for years. If you're some random entertainment blogger online and you insult the wrong politician, you get arrested urgently, you get denied bail, and you get to be in prison for over a year for words, for what you said. If you're the deputy president's nephew, you facilitate arms deals with serving officers. You WhatsApp about it and then you face zero consequences. If you're a senior cop, you use juniors as a bagman, you collect cash from criminals, you accept gifts, you interfere in arrests politically, you retire with a full pension. How upside down is that? I'm asking you. How upside down is that? The system is perfectly inverted. Everything that should happen to criminals is happening to the innocent people and the critics. Everything the criminals should be facing is happening to their victims. This is why nothing works around here. You want to know why crime is so out of control in South Africa? This is why crime is so out of control in South Africa. The people investigating crime are the criminals. The people enforcing the law are breaking it. The people protecting citizens are working for criminals. When a cop's job is to collect cash from Cat Matlala instead of arresting Cat Matlala, crime doesn't just go unpunished. It is protected by the state. When political pressure from Fikile Mbalula results in urgent arrest of a blogger while murderers are walking free, you don't have law enforcement in this country. You have political enforcement. When the deputy president's nephew can casually discuss illegal arms deals with serving officers, you don't have police service. You are nothing but a criminal cartel with badges. That's what it really is. And bear in mind, you can comment down below if you think what I said or anything I said is wrong. Witness F's lawyer tried everything to block the WhatsApp messages. Drives the narrative, no man, don't release those messages, it's prejudicial. And Justice Madlanga said, you're talking nonsense, the evidence stands and it's going to be used against you. Because you can't contextualize screenshots showing a cop collecting cash from a crime boss. You can't reframe messages about illegal arms deals. You can't spin evidence of political interference in arrests. The messages are there. They are real. They are digital. They are time-stamped and they are undeniable. And they prove everything you need to know about how upside down South Africa's justice system is today. If you're in South Africa right now, here's what you need to understand. Number one, when you call the police, you might be calling criminals. Number two, when you report a crime, you might actually be reporting to the criminal's bagman. Number three, when you trust law enforcement, you might be trusting people who work for the people you are reporting and who are working for the people you are actually afraid of. That's not paranoia, that's called undocumented reality from the Madlanga Commission. Witness F isn't just some rogue cop. He is Gauteng's organized crime unit that is supposed to be elite, that is supposed to be the good cops fighting the bad guys and perhaps the bad cops. And he was collecting cash for crime bosses. If that unit is compromised, what on earth makes you think any unit isn't compromised? This isn't some accidental thing happening. This isn't Summer Sambit being Summer Sambit. This isn't a few bad apples. This is system-widened design. Political assassinations, cops answering to criminals, cadre deployment. Are you joking? Corruption means paying, and that beats prosecuting. The result is a police service where criminals pay for protection, where the critics get arrested, where the bagmen collect cash, where investigations disappear, where the evidence vanishes, where witnesses get murdered, where commissioners retire with pensions, and nothing changes. That's not broken, that's working as designed. It's just not designed for you. You get what I'm saying? Basically what I'm saying is the South African police service is working perfectly, but it's not working perfectly for you because it wasn't meant for you. It was meant for the criminals. And the evidence is undeniable. It's actually devastating. And you want to know what's going to happen? Absolutely nothing. Ramaphosa ordered investigations into 14 people, including witness F. Great investigations, like the Life SD many investigations that led to 0 arrests. like the Marikana investigations that led to zero accountability, like the state capture investigations that led to zero convictions of major political figures. Pattern recognition is not pessimism. It is pattern recognition, and that's as far as it goes. But here's why I'm covering this still. Because silence is being complicit. Because forgetting is giving permission. Because the moment you stop documenting is the moment they win. So if you genuinely support this video and you like it, like, subscribe, buy me a coffee. Links are in the description. Join my Realm of Reason Discord server, because keeping the story alive is the pressure that might actually lead to consequences. So whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, or you like Witness F or you don't, South Africa's police service is upside down. That's a fact. The cops work for criminals. The criminals get police protection. Critics are getting arrested. The bloggers, he's a blogger. He's getting sent to prison. Crime bosses are walking free in the meantime. Arms deals involve deputy president's nephews. Cash gets collected in bags. Wedding escorts cost 20,000 rands. WhatsApp evidence is overwhelming. And nothing changes because the entire system is designed this way. Witness F didn't expose a scandal. Witness F exposed a standard operating procedure that was designed deliberately from the beginning. My name is The Summer Sambit, and I'm telling you that you don't have law enforcement. You've got criminals with badges working for politicians who are also criminals, who are trying to convince you that they're the good guys. And until South Africans understand that your police service is fundamentally, systematically, deliberately upside down, then nothing will change. So the question is this: are you going to accept it, or are you going to demand that the people who testified, the people who got exposed, the people who proved this corruption actually face consequences? Because right now, Witness F is probably going to testify. And then, nothing. Like everyone else. Unless you make this matter. Unless you share this video. Unless you refuse to forget. That's the only thing that might, and by might, I mean actually might, change the pattern. Now go hit like, share this video, subscribe. It's free. And let's see if South Africans care enough about having actual law enforcement to demand it. I'll be right here making videos either way. Somebody's got to do it.